There are a lot of changes, Mr. Graham. We've got promotions already for the championship to the Premier League. We've got promotions for League One. And surprisingly, League Two is almost there. But for those 3 spots, there's a bunch of teams who can still get in.
And there's some shit in our final words that you need to hear about.
Oh,
so
my God.
Make sure you're sticking around.
And fuck it. Let's start the show.
You idiot.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston.
Sam Houston?
Arsenal fans have another Sam. Right day, the fucking Gooner Graham. Stump of a lord. Look straight in shorts. Sam Graham, hey.
Sam Graham.
Fucking United! Fucking United!
Forgive me, crew. I had what we like to call professionally a tailor. You already poured us that one, Mr. Graham.
I did?
Yeah, you did. They're right there.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that's just do a shot of beer. Hello and welcome to DU Does
Nice.
EFL, a completely biased brief recap of the rest of English football as told by 2 common American schmucks. I am your host, Sam Houston, and across the way from me, my co-host getting his hair caught in fucking tents.
Lighting fixtures falling on him.
Fucking all the shit going wrong.
Drinking like me and pouring himself.
Little
Shots, little cups. Yeah.
You pulling out a fucking pocket slider next to Jackass?
No, I wish. I'm fucking starving, dog.
My co-host, Mr. Samuel Graham.
Fuck
Mel
off.
has a pocket sandwich, everybody.
I'm starving.
Would you like my sandwich?
No, eat your sandwich.
ham and turkey with
I can wait till I get home.
smoked
I have a
Munster
French.
cheese.
I have a French dip waiting for me when I get home.
Very good. How you doing, Mr. Graham?
Doing all right. I am quite hungry. I got home very late from work.
Yeah, no
we
shit.
discussed this.
Yeah.
And I only had time to slam a leftover chicken leg.
Oh, that was it. Huh?
Drumstick. Yeah, that's all I had time for as I typed my bed up and then hit print as I was taking my last bite. Mm-hmm. And then texted you on the way up the stairs on the way.
Wow. How about that? And of course, on the ones and twos, producer Mel. How you doing over there, producer Mel?
I'm good. It's still 4:20, and I'm on my 3rd beer, and I have a pocket sandwich.
You are ready to fucking rock and girl. In the world of Mel, this is what some would call a perfect day.
Yeah.
I mean, I came prepared.
We're recording at the DU Public House just outside the nation's capital. You can check us out wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, streaming live every single Monday night. Should you want to chat with us, there are as many ways that you can. Mr. Graham, how the good people get in touch?
Well, I'll tell you that in just a second. You do need to stream it, though, is what I have to say, because if you didn't, you just missed Mel's 420 jazz hands. that you did, which was very unjazz-like.
Elaine Bettis dancing.
It's yeah, the little kicks, the little thumbs out. It's fucking, what was that move? It's at DU Football Show on all the social media and dufootballshow@gmail.com to get in touch
Very
via
good.
email.
We are drinking the exact same shit we drank in the last show.
Championship Corner!
I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh no!
Mr. Graham.
Why is she laughing?
Because
It's
she's
been
smoking
8 years of this.
She's smoking weed and on her 3rd fucking beer, so of course she's laughing.
But I can't do the.
We got her at laughing hysterically mode, like she ain't coming back from it. How you doing over there, girlie? You doing all right?
How's 420 treating you? The high holy holiday.
Hey, girlie. She's just giggling her ass off. Mr. Graham, after 25 long years, Coventry City are coming back to the Premier League.
Yes, they are. Fat Frank in charge. He gets the job done in a championship. He's second-rate manager with a first-rate credential. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what is very cool is obviously for anybody who's been kind of following on social media, in 2001 when they got relegated from the Premier League, there's a lone fan holding up kind of a handmade sign that says,
We'll be back.
"We will be back." And of course, they get the promotion. He was in attendance at the game, had a sign that said, "We are back." Coventry had ready at the end of the match. It was their road because they were on the road in their road kits. The minute they tied the game and got the point, they started handing out shirts to all the players that said, "We are back 26."
Nice.
And they were all putting them on and holding them up and wearing them like when the Brazilians do the bit of turning the shirt around and having their name in the front of their, all saying, "We are back 26."
Love that.
So congratulations to them. I hope we find a Coventry supporter who's been with them for a while.
Long time, yeah.
Because
at least somebody that knows the history.
What happened after 2001, like multiple years of not playing in their stadium, going all the way down to League Two, like it is insane. And
we all make fun of the Pompey Highway, right? Coventry went further than that.
Yeah.
They were on the brink of falling out the Football League.
Yeah.
After being in the Premier League, and we should. I know we're probably going to come on to it here at the end, but if you're looking at, it's almost 10 years to the day where Leicester are now going down to League One from when they won the Premier League, right?
Right.
You think 25 years, and you think of the roller coaster that Coventry's been on.
And this is a big club. They have a big ground.
They were in the Premier League.
And they were in the top flight for a long time.
Lest anyone forget, right?
Yeah,
they were there for fucking ages.
Time.
Yeah.
And they have a decent sized stadium. This is akin Sunderland the stadium in Leight's bigger, but this is akin to Sunderland. This is a big deal, and if you're one of the kind of teams on the edge barely surviving, you need to be concerned because this is a team that will figure out a way to fucking stay up.
West Ham, Tottenham, Leeds.
Yeah.
Forest.
I mean, you need to be
whichever one of you three stay up.
What happens to Bournemouth when Areola leaves? What happens to Palace with Glasner and their entire team leaving? Like there's a lot of question marks out there.
Big time.
A lot of question marks.
100%.
And they need to be ready because this team is going to be ready to fight to survive.
The saving grace in terms of the Premier League is that Fat Frank's in charge. And he very simply is not a Premier League manager.
Yeah. Yep.
Very simply, he is not a Premier League manager. So the hope for Coventry is he's figured it out, which I doubt, or they see it fast enough that they can get somebody in.
Right. And figure out a way to survive. Now, the rest of the automatic spots are between Ipswich at 76 points, Millwall at 76 points. Ipswich has the better goal differential. Southampton at 75.
And I think also a game in hand.
I was about to get to that.
Sorry.
Southampton at 75 and Borough at 73. Ipswich and the Saints both have a game in hand. Wonder who their game in hand is against.
Each other? Oh, now we're talking. Hell yeah.
Right?
Draw. Millwall win.
Well, there are 3 games left and 4 for the 2 of them. So that is, and every game is massive. Now, Hull City still sits.
Yeah, but if they draw that game in hand and Millwall play first on the Saturday and then win that game, puts pressure on everybody else. And then you hope they drop points. And cause I need. This is the main factor that I want Tottenham to go down for. Is I want West Ham to stay up, and I want Millwall to get promoted.
Right.
I want an East London derby in the Premier League
so bad.
So it's on plain display for everybody to see.
So bad.
I can't wait for them to cut away and go, the scenes outside the stadium are ugly.
Yeah.
Very excited for that.
Hull City sit in the final playoff spot, but they are only 2 points ahead of Wrexham and 3 ahead of Derby County.
And doesn't Wrexham have a game in hand because of their FA Cup forays?
They have 1, yes.
Yeah. So that all gets very tight as well.
Yep.
This is a really, really exciting championship season.
Yeah.
It's going to be a shame next year when Tottenham roll it with 114 points.
yeah, exactly. Now, turning our attention to the bottom, Pompey are now 7 points clear of the drop.
Now we're talking.
And likely safe.
Yep.
Not 100% safe, but likely safe. After beating Ipswich in the midweek and then beating Leicester 1-0 over the weekend.
Which super helps to distance themselves from the bottom three, but Leicester sitting on negative 11 points after their points deduction is a bit harsh in it.
And it almost guarantees that Leicester are going down the League One.
Yep.
They are 8 points back of West Brom and Blackburn, who are the teams out of the drop. And they're still also 4 points behind Oxford as well. And Oxford is 4 points behind both Blackburn and West Brom. So it's looking like, along with Wednesday, it'll essentially, if any of the next games for Leicester are not wins, if there's a draw or a loss in there, Leicester are going down. And that is it. And it's over. And it looks like Oxford will be joining them as well, which Oxford punched above their weight the first year to stay up. They were not a team expected to ever really get to the championship. They've always been kind of a League One team all the time.
Yeah.
So, what are you looking up there, stud?
I'm looking up real quick. Leicester are on 41 points with a minus 11 goal difference. Oxford 44. That's 8 points back at Blackburn. That's
Blackburn and West Brom.
But they do have a better goal differential than Blackburn by 4 goals.
But 8 points
But there's
back. They
just
gotta
not a
get
lot of
9
games
points.
left.
They gotta get 9
They
points.
have to win out.
And they need either Blackburn or West Brom to lose at least one.
Well, they need
two.
Both of them are chasing Blackburn because I just don't see it. I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
I really do. Except for the one cunt that plays for them that I don't like.
Harry Winks.
No, the other guy, the one with the hair. Oh no, he moved on. Vout Face.
Yeah.
He played in the Champions League this season.
Yeah, no shit.
It got shit on.
Harry Winks.
Harry Winks does play for them. Former Tottenham player. Don't care.
Was seen after the match going onto the bus, turning around, yelling at Leicester fans who were yelling at him as he was getting onto the bus. Oh,
it's got to be tough down there, man. It really does.
Well, Tottenham will know all about it next year, especially because League One's automatic promotions are already set. As we know, Lincoln City is very exciting them to going to Tottenham away.
Very exciting.
They've been singing about it for a while now. And they almost have the title won. Not officially, but they're
They almost have it locked up. Yeah.
one more result, and they've got it done. And Cardiff City are going right the fuck back up, which I don't think any of us were surprised.
Not
Cardiff
at
City
all.
is a championship
A big
side,
club, yeah.
and that's where they should be. And the only thing that's surprising is that they didn't win League One, and that when it came to the head-to-head, Lincoln beat Cardiff and flipped the script and then just ran away with the title for the most part.
Yep.
Now, we've got Bolton, Bradford, and Stockport and Stevenage in the playoff spots. But we have Plymouth, 2 points behind, Luton, 3 points behind, Huddersfield, 4 points behind, and Reading, 6 points behind, all within a shot of Stevenage. Even though I would say Reading, probably done. Probably not making the playoffs.
Yeah. But you never know, man.
Yeah.
You never know down there. That's part of the
Very
joy
true.
of that part of the pyramid is, and like, I mean, we've seen it this season in the Premier League, right? Anyone could beat anyone any given day, but it really is any given day at this point. And whoever wins the league in the Premier League is going to have the lowest points total in the last 6 years or whatever it is, right? So it's all getting more and more competitive because the English pound is worth so fucking much. And you see this here again in the lower divisions where, Coventry's already promoted, but there's only 3 games left.
Right.
I think, wasn't Burnley promoted last year in like March?
Yeah,
Like
it was
middle of March or
late
something?
Late March. They were already
So
there.
it was 2-3 weeks earlier than this. There was 6-7 games left to play.
Yep.
So it's all to play for these clubs still.
Yep.
Especially in that tight of a spot. You also have Luton.
It was Leeds who won the league last year.
You also have. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Burnley finished in second. But Luton coming off their first trophy. For ages. Jack Wilshere is now their manager, former Arsenal.
Yep.
Got to slide that in. They can use that as a platform, as his former club Arsenal didn't do in the Carabao Cup final, to finish the season possibly in the playoff spots and getting winning promotion.
Exeter City are the only team left that could survive the drop, as they stay. Important word there. Stay 3 points behind Wimbledon and 4 points behind the O's. Why do I say stay? Because they drew Stockport at the death on a corner with a header for the keeper that was pulled all the way up to stay in the hunt.
We always love a headed
The
goal.
keeper all the way up, right on the near post. I mean, clear off header right on the near post. Boom, near post, top corner. Fucking arms in the air, running in front of the fans, getting mobbed. It was fucking fantastic.
Well, I know you were excited for Allison when it happened.
Oh, so
Well, the goalkeepers union, against West Brom. You remember that?
Ally McBeal.
They went on to win the title that year.
You can fuck off.
When that
No, that wasn't one of the years.
oh,
they won
wasn't the title.
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
Put him in contention though.
no, that was one of the years.
Hey,
they-
good for him.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
think
this
it's one of the years I
goalkeepers
think they
union. I'm
lost
sure
by a year.
Allison was chuffed for this guy.
I was not chuffed for Allison doing that. Copites are gobshites, and they always will be. Bromley are still the top of League Two. MK Dons are 2 points behind them, and Cambridge are 6 points back, but they do have a game in hand, so
All
they
right.
can quickly make that 3. Salford and Notts are both within a couple of points of Cambridge. So technically, Bromley just gets one result, they'll be fine. But right now, as of right now, with the 3 or 4 games left, depending on how many games in hand people have,
Everyone's still in contention.
5
Yeah.
are still in the
That's
hunt
awesome.
for 3 spots to get promoted.
Again, it's all tighter. Teams are finding ways and finding resources, and scouting is so much better, and all this, that, the other. There's not a huge drop off between clubs, even those that have come down that seemingly would have a way better squad, right? Just aren't anymore. And it's really interesting, and it's making for some great, very entertaining watch.
Yep, agree. Swindon and Chesterfield round out the playoff spots, but Grimsby are only behind by 1 point, and Barnet are out by 2.
I think Grimsby should just be up in League One on merit because of beating Manchester United.
Yeah,
That should count for points in the league.
Well, and also advancing in the FA Cup as well, right?
That, in my opinion, should just count for points in the league because, you know what? You did well. Have at it.
So
Let's see what you got.
Harrogate and Barrow are still in the drop, and they're on 36 points, but they both gained ground. Newport and Tranmere are on 37, just outside, and Carlisle is on 38 with 2 matches left in League Two. So 5 teams could potentially go
down.
Yeah.
That's it. Again, this is why it's fun. Sorry about your teams. I'd like Admiral Harrogate to stay up. It's a throwback.
Yep.
But and obviously I want Tranmere to stay up, the only true club of Liverpool.
Both of Tranmere's matches against teams, it's Cambridge and Salford. So 2 teams in the playoff hunt.
But this is why it's exciting, right? And we didn't mention on the main show, but it's the same thing in the Premier League, right? You have 2 teams vying for the title. You have 5 or 6 teams vying for Champions League spots.
Right.
You have a further 2 or 3 teams vying for European spots in general, right? So going down to 11th, people have stuff to play for.
Yeah.
You've got 2 of the biggest clubs in England vying for safety as well. So, like, it's a massive deal. And to have 5 teams at the top and 5 teams at the bottom in a league of 24 people, that's almost half the league has something to play for going into the final 3 games. That's a
Also,
fucking amazing thing.
4 English teams in the semifinal of all 3 of the European competitions. Like, it's pretty cool. Very cool.
It's an amazing
year.
thing.
People say it's a down year for the Prem. I just say that there's a lot more parity.
There's a lot more competition, just period.
Yeah.
I mean, you had in January, you had Jean-Philippe Mateta, you had Juventus looking at him. How many players have gone from Palace to Juventus? You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this was like Lassana Diarra, whoever it was, that went from Portsmouth to Real Madrid, and then 2 years later they sold another player to Real Madrid.
Right.
After those, Real Madrid didn't know who Portsmouth were.
Right.
Let's start there, right? And then all of a sudden, in a 3-year span, bought 2 players from them.
Real Madrid bought a player from fucking Bournemouth over the summer.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's a good thing, and it's a good thing for the English league, right? I mean, you see all these teams beating teams. You know, we talked about, again, on the main show, Arsenal and Portsmouth drawing, right? Or Portsmouth, Arsenal Southampton drawing. You saw the, what Grimsby did to Manchester United. You saw what what a lot of teams have done. I mean, Southampton is still in the FA Cup. You know what I mean? After taking out Premier League opposition three rounds in a row, I think it was. You look at these other countries, it just doesn't happen.
No.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah, the top dogs are the top dogs.
PSG's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Sure they are. Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, sure they're fucking awesome, right? But they're waltzing their leagues. Atletico Madrid is going to finish comfortably third again. Right? No problem. Champions League qualification. Maybe they tickled the Copa del Rey. Maybe they didn't. Who cares? Right? Champions League again. Yeah, Barcelona is walking away with the league. Real Madrid had that stuttering start under Xavi Alonso, got fired. They're going to finish in second place, right?
Yeah.
Like, they don't have that. But the overall quality, because of how our teams are performing in Europe and in England, you're seeing that they are just simply better teams, that the parity is there, right? The parity is there. The ones at the very, very upper echelon, like PSG with the multi-billion-dollar budgets, yes, okay, fine, they're going to be far and away, and they're going to be rested because they're playing in a farmers league. But they had the league wrapped up by Christmas, really. In all theory, they had it wrapped up by Christmas. You don't see that in England.
The 13th and 16th place teams are in the semifinals of the Europa and the McRib.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace and Forest.
Yeah.
Those are teams in the bottom half of our league.
And
Are in the semifinals.
Was Spurs in 17th last season?
Yeah, when they won it.
Yeah, so they made the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And they're in the relegation zone in England.
Yeah, they're currently in 18th fucking place.
Right.
Yeah.
They made the quarterfinals of the Champions League. That arguably got worked, but they were there.
Well, Mr. Graham, let's get to parting words and keep talking about non-league football. Just professional football, but let's get into non-league football. What are your parting words, Mr. Graham?
I don't know if anybody's seen what's happening in the National League, but you have one automatic promotion spot. And then
Only one.
And then 4 playoff spots for the second promoted club, obviously. York City and Rochdale, both are north of 100 points. One's on 104, one's on 102.
Yep, and York City has not been back in professional football for like 20 years or something like that.
Which is absolutely amazing. I'd be happy if either of them came up, to be honest, but York City especially, because I think they've have had a longer time outside of the professional game.
Yes. Yeah.
And they are the ones on 104 at the moment. But tasty little nugget. They do play each other last game of the season.
Final game of the season.
Away at Rochdale.
At Rochdale.
Yeah, which is going to be awesome.
If they keep winning, the final game will decide who gets automatic promotion.
Here comes the problem.
Yeah.
Is they got a bit excited in their one of their stands at their stadium.
Yeah,
there was
scored a goal late to win.
A billboard that was toppled over, and a couple of fans in that toppling maybe stumbled over the billboard a little bit, ultimately tried to help pick it up. The authorities are trying to treat it as a pitch invasion and trying to ban home supporters from that stand for the rest of the season,
right?
And potentially from away games. Absolute bollocks.
Well, and also the club has come out and said, absolutely not. No, not going to fucking happen. And not for nothing, we designed the walls that way, so I don't know, something like fucking Hillsborough doesn't fucking happen again when a bunch of people get stampled on because they push towards the front, you know, and stands collapse. Like the billboards are meant to fall over in case there is a stampede. There's space to move and run and be safe. And they did not do it. They stood. They stumble forward a little bit.
They stumble forward a little bit. And again, you said there were scenes of people trying to pick the billboard up and then just walk back to their seat.
And I know the National League has expanded the playoffs to kind of make it a little more interesting, but that's really unfair to the second place team.
Absolutely it is.
And because they also have a bye. The way it works is second and third have a bye, while the other, like, 4th through 8th play
this is like
other.
the NBA play-in tournament.
Right.
Which I couldn't figure out how it worked the other day.
Nothing worse than a week.
Frustrating.
Nothing worse than a week off.
Yeah,
nothing worse.
Agreed. If you're informed, 100%.
How many times do we see a bye team in MLB go out, like the number one team go out to the team that played their way into the playoffs because they had a week off and everybody got fucking cold.
For a sport like that, yes. Absolutely. I think we saw at the weekend what happens when you have a week off and you're fresh and Arsenal have another game to play.
I think there's enough parity to it.
Still angry.
It's probably time to have 3 teams go down from League 2 and have 2 automatic promotions and 1 play on.
It's such a hard thing to do to fall out the league. It should be a real consequence for fucking up.
Yeah.
If you have 3 go down, I think it's harsh.
And also, there should be a real reward for, like 2 teams.
I agree with that. I don't disagree with that, especially when a team with 100 points or more. I mean, obviously they're already 100.
So they have 2 games left,
has
right?
to go to the playoffs.
One could be on 107 and the other one on 105, and the 105 could beat the 107, advance on 108. So 108 would get promoted, and 107 would have to play in the playoffs.
After a week off.
That's fucking ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. It really is.
I mean, actually, it's minimum 10 days off.
Yeah. Yeah, because home and home. Yeah, home and home. Oh, just it's terrible, and it's just unfair, and I wish there was a better answer.
There isn't really a better answer under the current system.
I would say then if that's the case, expanding the playoffs wasn't fair to the teams that do the right thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
They shouldn't have done it.
I mean, the NBA playoffs, this is what I was just talking about with the play-in tournament. The NBA playoffs is 7th through 11th.
Yeah.
7 and 8, I'm sorry, 7 through 10. Yeah. 7 and 8 play each other, right? Which 8th is the playoffs.
Right.
7th and 8th play each other. Winner is the 7th seed. Loser advances to the next round. 9 and 10 play each other.
Winner plays 8.
Winner plays 8.
And
loser is eliminated completely.
Yeah.
Winner plays 8 for the 8th spot. Well, what do the 10th team deserve to be there for?
Right.
It's a money grab. It's television rights.
Right.
We have 5 extra games for you or 6 extra games for you, whatever it is.
And their playoffs.
Right. And they're playoff games. Exactly. They're all very exciting. So that's all it is, man. It's a fucking money grab. And that's why they expand these things. And it sucks.
But also, all that being said, Rochdale versus York City.
Final game of the season. Where do we find the National League on television? How can we stream it? We have to figure this out.
Probably Galazzo, I imagine. So Paramount Plus, I'm sure, will figure out a way to have it. If not them, it'll be ESPN Plus. But I guarantee you one or the other will have it.
You think it's DAZN? It better not be DAZN.
No. It might be DAZN.
It better not be DAZN.
It might be DAZN.
I'm not paying the Saudis again.
Yeah, no, fuck all that. All right. Next up is Injury Time, where we're going to preview the weekend's action, talk about the beers we were drinking. Our adopted club did not play yet because Scotland just decided to take a week off when they could have just played another fucking game. And also, a brief check-in on our fantasy teams. Should you want to support the show, Sam, or get our main show ad-free, how do you go about doing that?
Very easy. Patreon.com/DFootballShow. Sign up to that $5 tier, and you'll get all of the extra stuff Sammy was talking about, as well as ad-free shows, which I'm pretty sure he mentioned as well.
Excellent. Till next week, everybody.
Good night.